Maximus Analysis here for August 14th, 2015 at the close, and they didn't really do much today. Looks again crushing weekly options on the put and call side because remember a lot of calls were bought, what was it, Monday, and a lot of puts were bought on Tuesday and Wednesday, and Thursday went quiet, and today they kept it range bound because there probably is a ton of money they've been made, so you didn't really see a lot of activity today, and I don't want to make up anything. You could see pretty much from the 15-minute that it just drifted. Nothing crazy, just a drift coininess. Again, maybe some people are like, oh, you could have bought here. I get it, but you got this V or bottom, or we've been seeing a lot of these come up, W or whatever. But again, you didn't see much price action even into the close. It didn't get above that 2092 area that we talked about, and we'll see where it goes from there. So again, we'll look at the NQ on intraday, and it kind of had the same drift. Now let's look at the daily time frame, and you can see again no movement whatsoever, just killing some weekly call and put options because it's basically just easy money at this point. You have the YM that is continuing to show some weakness, and until it breaks above this line right here, I would be trading shorts. If it gets into this area and it gets in there with weak volume, which is already shown a little bit of lower volume already, you could short into it. Again, it's showing significant weakness. You got IWM as well. That is again, it needs to get above these lower highs. It's just trading in the channel right now. Very small channel, and again, it's just at the middle of it. And again, not only just people throw these channels, but again, my stress to you is where's the trend going before the channel. Okay, so again, the trend is kind of uppish, and you can see from here on the IWM that you can say they kind of broke down the significant level that was tested 1, 2, 3, 4, and then broke below. So now this will be some type of resistance, and we have to see how they get into it. Let's look at some names. We had Goldman Sachs. That was pretty much a lot of the Dow. Today the Dow wasn't. Again, a lot of things were just sideways, and again, it was just that price action that you didn't like. You had 3M. That also didn't look, they gave a lot of volume day-wise, but you can see this is a clear just drift to nowhere and very hard to trade. You had Tesla that, again, it's popping up, but again, it's still giving some type of gap. So let's see if it breaks a low or not, because if it breaks a low, it could look like a short setting up if that happens on Monday. You have Priceline, not a lot of anything, very sideways range for those that are trying to day trade. Almost felt like they were moving sideways if you're trading these names. You have Amazon as well. That again, it's holding these, but you have it's just been very difficult that you just have these islands, just gap, have this and then a gap again and holding, but the volume is starting to decrease in a major way, and you need to look at that. Netflix, again, nothing to go short, but just want a blah type of day. Don't try to make something out of nothing. There's going to be days like this, and you got to make sure that you don't trade a lot versus you trade a lot. And again, took some short today, intraday from crude. You can see that it's continuing to just be till it gets above this area right here. I am expecting some type of maybe retracement and maybe some more down. Well, not maybe, some more downside. Again, the areas that couldn't be broken now are broken. 50, 49. Now, if it got all the way up to 49, it'd be beautiful, but it would go down more. And they're definitely looking at 37, maybe even 33 for the continued move to the downside. You got JDX, you had gold. It gave you a little bit of pop, but again, it's volume is drying down, so maybe it'll pop up a little bit more for a better short. We shall see. Bonds kind of just blah. And at the end of the day, I really don't want to make this extended if there's not really much to talk about. I don't want to talk about, try to make myself sound as if I'm giving you some. If the chart doesn't show me anything, I'm not going to say anything. And I hope that, again, you're in positions either to the downside or flat. Right now, again, where does it sound? They have to prove it. They have to prove their worth to us. You have to prove themselves to get our hard-earned money. And right now, it is very sideways. I don't know where it's going to go, where they're looking to pop it, if they can run it up to this 2130 area, or they're going to continue and then a breakdown again below these 2060 areas, and then they could see 2040 and lower. Okay, so let's see what happens, and let's not force anything. Go into the weekend with a clear head. Understand what you trade. If you didn't have any bad trades, the time is not to dwell on how bad they are, but understanding what made them bad. Because if you can repeat or not repeat bad behaviors of bad trades, identify what your strategy and your trading style is, and only trade that. And if you have sideways chop and you don't know where to go, I don't care if you do Elliott wave. There is no Elliott wave stuff that's really going to help. You say ABC, ABC 14 times in a row, trying to make it seem like you're giving some analysis when you probably could have just said, dude, we're in a chop and I don't know where the hell it's going to go. The bias has to be alongside just because of the weekly long-term trend that we have going on here since at least 2011. So let's see what happens. Again, this is one of the tightest ranges that we've ever seen in history. Weekly kind of gives you a better perspective of it, and we'll go from there. So again, take care, have a wonderful weekend, and let's see what the markets provide us that we're willing will provide us regarding trades versus trying to force trades. Remember, patience is key in this game. Take care.